Okay, so the question then becomes, have you redeemed your securities account? And apparently you can under the rule of law at about 25 or so. If the contract was not fraud, and then the birth certificate is stock in a company of men, so to speak. And so if it's not in fraud, why would you want to redeem your securities account? And if it is in fraud, you redeem your securities account, you just agree to be more and more in fraud. And what it is it's the all caps name is your account. It's Social Security. I don't know how they've got it all tied up together, but I believe it's a Social Security account. And then they use other numbers on your birth certificate, and they tie in other numbers, and they tie you in with permutations, and combinations of your first, middle, and last name. That's a dead man in all caps. Last, first, middle, last. That's the beneficiary signature. But when they change it around, last, first, middle, initial, first, middle, initial, last, when they do all that stuff, each one of those is a separate bond. And you're not being fully disclosed in all that. They're selling those bonds on the market. Those guys are doing things with those bonds that you don't have any idea what they are, and yet they're in your name. It's just not your name as you know it. You just assume that it's your name because you haven't had it fully explained to you. And so if you're in a trust and the trust is in fraud, what is the benefit to it? And the answer there is none, because you started here in worth. They changed you to valued debt and consideration. And even that is falling in value. And your benefits just give you a bump on the way down. And here we're about to drop out into failure. And if you don't understand that the UN is just more of that letter law that has brought fraud into our system, then you don't really understand exactly what the goal is, and that's to cause us to fail with no ownership of anything here. And that wasn't anything near what the constitutional contract guaranteed.